We are now into round 2 of the tournament. It's going to be Knite against RapTorSlevin. I'm just going to call him Raptor. Looks like they are preparing. While they are preparing, I shall very quickly show you the tournament brackets. So we have Liam against Solo Poppy only, Raptor versus Knite, and in the loser bracket, Joker versus Zero. So this is how the double elimination tournament is going to work. That is going to get up to here, and that will take us into the finals. So let's see if they are ready to start. We're back to waiting. Might be having a little bit of technical issues. Looks like Raptor is playing Dungaree, which is very good. I very appreciate that. It's one of my more favourite decks. Knite might be going for the Beast deities once again, as he did in the first round. Players are allowed to switch decks in the middle of the tournament, so you might see some other unusual decks chosen. Could be any number of reasons for the technical difficulty, why they are sitting there waiting. I'm just going to have to sit and wait. And there we go, we are ready. So we're ready to view the fight. So what Raptor will be looking for is to go from the Dungaree into the Dungaree Unlimited as quickly as possible. That will give him the 3 banished cards. It looks like he went for the tournament mode, which it's not supposed to do, but it's unfortunate. It just means that we won't be able to see the player's hands until it's actually played. So this is an interesting, unusual thing. It's not a card I play. If once Vanguard is retired, it gets +3. I can see why he uses it, but you only retire 1 card per turn, so it's a 10k booster. And we see that Knite is once again going for the what's called the Red Hawk. Red Hawk is from One Piece. So because that hits, you should get to check the top 5. There's no Azure dragons there. I thought it was a grade 3 beast deity, but apparently it's only Azure dragon, so. And another Narukami card that I don't play. This is the damage neighbour. I play the grade 1 damage neighbour because I don't have space for the grade 2 one. There's a Dungaree Unlimited. You'll be looking to have one of those in hand. And there's the Black Tortoise, which also allows you to search the top 5 for another dragon. How much Dumptail, which is on place, unflip of damage, but it looks like he's just trying to deal the damage here. And 13 does hit, so that is perfect. And there's the cross ride for the Azure Dragon. So they both went through one of their cross rides. Yeah, it looks like Raptor went through 2 of his cross rides now. And there we go, Knite does have the Azure Dragon in hand. So the question is, does Raptor have the Dungaree in hand? And he certainly does. So this will banish the top 3, because that banishes, the start Vanguard banishes 1, and then the Vanguard itself banishes 2. And at any point he can choose to use the starting Vanguard to swap it with any of his banished cards. It has to be on limit break 4 for Dungaree, so he gets to retire a card. His front row card, doesn't retire back row. There's a damage enabler, so that means he's limit break 4. He's going to Card Blast 1 to get rid of a banished card, send it back to the bottom of his deck to retire a bonus favorite. Oh yes, here comes all of the rush. He's going to try and deal as much damage as possible. And he sent the heal trigger back into his deck, which is very strong. It's one of the best moves that you can get. It chooses at random what one to put back, so got quite lucky there. And that was on for the damage that you just used. Yep, go 16 with the Vanguard and then hit triggers and go to the rear guard. Oh, that's very strong. So at the end of this turn he'll be back down to 2 damage. And that is obviously still just enough to hit. Now the difference here is Knite is now suddenly on Limit Break 4, but the Azure Dragon doesn't require Limit Break, it's only the Crossride that requires it. So there will be an interesting situation here. Is he going to go for the Azure Dragon or the Crossride? He's right for the Azure Dragon. Now does he have a second Azure Dragon in hand so he can Persona Blast it? This is the next question. There's Golden Armlet, the Black Tortoise. The Black Tortoise isn't going to hit the old hit unless he boosts it. There we go. And if he hits the trigger, then that Death Army guy in the back row will stand as well. Well, there's no reason to stand them because the rear guards won't be able to hit over 16. But it looks like you did have the option to, driven by how long it was taking for the thinking part. On the plus side, this does stop Raptor being on Limit Break 4, so he's going to need another damage enabler if he's going to use the effect of the unlimited Dungaree, which he had in hand. He now has another card bind, so that's 3 cards that's been bind now, of which he can choose from if he needs them. See, this is one of the downsides to playing this card. It can only attack the Vanguard. So, it means that even if Unlimited Dungaree had the plus critical, well, if I had the plus critical, you'd be able to retire front row rear guard. I've since taken this grade 3 out of my deck because he can only attack the Vanguard, he's not able to attack rear guards. Okay, so it is 5 versus 3 here, and Raptor only has 2 cards in hand. We don't know how many perfect guards he has in hand, so... But he doesn't have any grade 2s protecting himself. So that allows... It's going to allow Knite to do some serious damage here. And if he doesn't have perfect guards, this could be game this turn. Another grade 1 really helped there. So I think the Death Army guys are going to attack the Vanguard first. Okay, well, do that as well. Oh, he's went for the rear guard. That's unusual. Yeah, you've got to think that it's not worth counterblasting to stand 1 rear guard. And he didn't hit any triggers either, which is unfortunate. And Raptor did hit a trigger, so even he did make the correct play. Because the Death Army guys would have attacked the Dungaree, and then if he'd attacked the Vanguard with the Crossride, the Golden Azure Dragon, it wouldn't have hit. Because he didn't hit any triggers. Damage enabler isn't necessary there, but he just wants the grade 2 to be protective. That gets plus critical as well. He's going to have the grade 2 in the right, attack the gold mallet. And now have the rear guard in the left attack first. Test for perfect guards. And then attack with the Dungaree with critical. And see if he has 2 perfect guards. The trigger doesn't matter because nothing in this deck stands. Does he have a perfect guard in hand? he doesn't, so now he needs 2 heals in a row, which isn't going to happen. Which means that the Knite loses and Raptor goes through into the next round. Maybe the semi-finals. Can't remember how double elimination works with semi-finals, but yep, congratulations to Raptor, that's his second win. And Knite will go on to the losers brackets.